We are live on one platform and trying to go live on another one. I think we're good. Good evening, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, me lover. Um, let's see here. I'm testing my voice really quick. Gonna make sure that I'm not hurting anybody's ears. If you're here, glad you're here. Welcome in. I'm going to be streaming Life is Strange Double Exposure again. I was not thinking that I would. I thought Thursday will be a great time to stream for some reason, and I just earlier kind of remembered Thursday actually won't be a great night to stream. So here we are. I also left off. Can I hear it even? Okay.
Eyes of soul that I built a home. They tap at the
Hold on.
windows and think they were bones. Lay hands on the
It's not playing right.
sweat from inside.
What? What's happening? Oh, my headphones aren't plugged in. That's what's happening. How silly. I'm silly tonight. Those feelings silly. There we go. I can hear the game. Hi, iTone 12. Let's go. Yes. We are doing Life is Strange Double Exposure, and I'm gonna turn the music down. Welcome in. Quick recap of what happened last night before I get too into everything. It left off with... Also, iTone 12, since you're in here, could you tell me how my voice sounds? Am I yelling in your ear? Or does it sound like I have a lisp? Or anything like that? I don't. It looks real bad on my end. I don't want to be yelling. All right, loud but not distorted. That's good then. Welcome in, everybody. I was gonna do a quick recap of where we left off last night. So the last thing that happened was I talked to a detective, and you know, that was not the funnest situation, and he made me make a big choice. I had to choose between agreeing to tell him if I knew anything about the case. And the case is, in the dead timeline, the case is that Safi, Max Caulfield's best friend, is dead. And again, probably should have prefaced this before I got started because I am on TikTok. This game is rated M, so has content that is meant for 17 plus viewers, and it has content that may or may not be like all user friendly on TikTok. So TikTok, if you're listening to me, this is my warning to all viewers that there are some drug references, there are some alcohol references, there are sometimes references to abuse or suicide, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to say those words out loud, but that is literally a part of the game, and I will give trigger warnings when those things come up. But just so you know, that will come up sometimes, and I'm warning everybody now. So stay safe out there. Welcome in and stay safe. Yeah. Hey Twisted, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, so hopefully I don't say anything I shouldn't say on the clock app, but this game is 17 plus. And so with that comes things that maybe I should not be saying. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try my darndest. If for some reason I get cut off or can't keep going on the clock app because of the nature of this game. You can find me on the Purple app, and I also post full streams on the Red app afterward. So all of that information is in my bio. I have a Linktree link in my bio. Am I allowed to say that? Linktree? Or do we need like a code word for that one too? There is one of those in my bio. So I had to make a really hard choice, and I realized right before I ended the game last night that when you're making choices in this game, especially like the big ones, it will highlight the person that you're affecting with your choices. And I totally forgot about that, but I'm pretty sure this game has like a secret like point system basically. So like the choices that you're making are impacting like your social score or like your friend score or like your moral or immoral score. I don't know what that would be called. But last night when I was making the choice of whether I would agree with the detective and because I was like, I'll just lie to him. Yeah, I'm gonna do what you say, detective, sure, blah. And I was gonna lie to him. I was like, you can do that in this game, right? And then I realized that when I was going back and forth between choices, when I could have said no to the detective, no, I'm not going to tell you information if I have information. I was thinking that's not a good idea. You don't want a detective on your bad side, right? But then I realized the no option was on Moses. It was highlighting him, Moses, my friend in this game. Moses is currently in the process of like being accused of unaliving our best friend Safi. And that is absolute nonsense. In the game, I was just with Moses right before this happened. There's just like physically, literally no way we found Safi together. Unless, unless, unless it was second Moses or third Moses or 500th Moses. Because what we're learning is there are duplicate versions of people traveling around in the same timeline as the like original timeline version of that person. So it is very possible that Moses did do it, but it was other timeline Moses. I'm just now realizing this. I literally don't feel like I can trust anybody in this game because there's just so many opportunities, so many chances, like, or ways that it could be literally any other version of that person. And it would make complete sense because of what they're doing right now, like with the storytelling in this. So I'm having a really hard time with trusting people, and I'm thinking that a lot of more weird things are happening than Max, the like character I'm playing as, is figuring out. So, oh my gosh. And what just happened? What? Thank you. I don't know what I just heard. I heard like a sound. Thank you, whoever did something. I think somebody just did something, but I don't know. I can't really see what's going on TikTok or and I'm not familiar enough with like streaming yet to like know if I'm getting something or what I'm getting. So if you gave me something, thank you so much. I have a very weird perspective and view of what's happening over on TikTok. So, and I also, did I just say the other, oh my gosh, I just said the other thing I'm not, the purple app. Did I click that? Anyway, the other thing that just happened in the game was I transported a ginormous, like robotic telescope thing, like huge, huge, huge telescope, like ginormous. It filled up like an entire um I don't even know, loft apartment, like those ones that have the huge ceilings. It took up so much space in that room, and I transported it to a different timeline. I literally clicked L and R at the same time and moved it to a different timeline. Wild. So that was another thing that just happened was Moses saw his telescope and one timeline was gone. He's like, "What the? Because how is that even possible?" And then lastly, I pulled evidence from Moses's office. Evidence. Not evidence against Moses, but evidence against the that was on the crime scene. I took it. And I took it out of his office so that he doesn't get caught. So that was like an hour long thing that I did. It was a camera that he took from Safi, her body, after the whole incident happened. And um, he took it because it had a picture of like the last picture that they took together. Um, I'm gonna pause for a sec because there's
Okay,
gonna be some.
let's download Safi's photos onto your computer, yeah? Or,
You go ahead. I need a minute to get my thoughts in order. I'll join you soon.
okay.
Wait, is that Wilder Beasts Than These by Lucas Colmenero? Figures there'd be copies all over campus.
Um, okay, so Lucas Colmenero is a professor who I do not like at the school. He's a narcissistic blowhard, basically. He's very full of himself, and everything he does is all about him. I think in both timelines. I don't think that there's necessarily a good Lucas Colmenero. I think both of them are not great people in their own ways. Um, he published this, and the cow skull on the front of it was like stolen from the gay bar that everybody goes to by Caledon University. Somebody stole it and threw it into Safi's windshield in the living world when where Safi is living, which is like bizarre. Like, so it's Lucas's cow skull. Um, Somebody else, though, possibly somebody else, took it and threw it into her car.
Might as well add it to my collection of so-called clues.
Okay.
I picked up so many things today. Best lay it all out and see if it gets me anywhere.
I hope I got everything I could get, because there was a, yeah, when I was talking to Loretta last, it like cut me off. It cut off our conversation, or it cut me off from what I was doing when I was having a conversation with her, and I didn't get to look around at everything that I was looking at. So I was a little bit annoyed with that. I feel like I probably missed things, and I hate missing things in this game. There's too much to see. I like to see it all. Um, but we're gonna start by looking through her journal. Welcome in, Solo. Thank you. Thank you for the like. So, her newest entry. She has so many entries from December 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So her latest entry, and remember that this is 17 plus, so anything in here, just fair warning that there is like a content advisory on this. Alderman clearly anticipated backup in his investigation. That was the detective. And I wasn't going to be the one to help him. And if he hoped to drive a wedge between me and Moses by asking for my help, then he only ended up making our bond stronger. Yes. Look at that guy. He does have horns. Look at his blood dripping from his lips, too. I love it. She is such a good artist, for real. Okay, back to the journal. He seems like he's used to things going his way. Yes, he does seem like that, and I do not like it. He tried to act nonchalant, but I could tell he was annoyed. I wish he'd focus on figuring out what happened to Safi instead of playing mind games. Girl, for real. He was so weird and manipulative and like almost threatening. Hey, welcome in, Zuya. Oh my gosh, 40 roses, Sala. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, Zuya, Salo, everybody who's here. I'm so glad to see you all. I hope you have fun if you stay a while. We're playing Life is Strange tonight, so I'm gonna keep going through my phone now. My main objective is to lay out the evidence. Sounds simple enough. Last night I had one main objective that took me 1 hour. 1 hour to get through. I was so annoyed. Honest, I loved it. It was fun. It was great. I love this game. But I was so annoyed that it took me 1 hour to get through one objective. And I was really hungry, so that did not help. So we have one objective, lay out the evidence. Sounds easy enough. We'll see. We'll see if there's any additional things that I am required to do to get that done. But we'll see. Okay, messages. Loretta, I'm gonna go to my notes just to catch you up to speed on these people. Loretta is... on the left, you can see she's journalism student, sophomore, occasionally comes to my seminars, true crime podcaster, blackmailer, annoying, avoid. I don't like her. And she recently asked me to like team up with her. And the first time she did it, it did not go well because she basically wanted to smear my in-game dead best friend's name. I'm like, girl, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to figure out why my best friend is not alive anymore. What happened? And she just wanted to make her look bad in the afterlife. And so that was really weird thing for Loretta to ask me to do that. Kind of indirectly, but still directly in a way. I don't trust her. She again asked me to kind of like team up with her, said she had a lead, but I just don't trust her. Okay, so that's Loretta, and wait, where's the text? Okay, wait, what? There, okay. She said, don't think I'll forget you trying to embarrass me in front of... Oh, okay. The first text is old. That's an old text, sorry. The new text is, hey Max, you dashed out in a hurry. Is Moses okay? Loretta, please chill. Thank you for all the likes too. I love it. Welcome in, welcome in.
Ugh, she's got a sixth sense for bugging me at the absolute worst time.
She said, I'm genuinely concerned. Moses is a good person. Listen, if there's one thing I know is that when somebody you don't trust already says they're asking you for information because they are genuinely concerned, they are not genuinely concerned. They are genuinely concerned about messing up your life or digging into business that isn't their own. She's not genuinely concerned about Moses. There's no way. I don't buy it. She said, I only ask because whatever was that urgent had to be important. It have anything to do with Safi's death? Girl, stop being nosy. She said, silence is its own answer, Max. Thanks for the tip. How long did you wait for a response? Girl, chill. I texted her and then she sent me 3 messages back to back to back and didn't get a response in between any of those, and like just a second passed in between each text message. I don't like that. That is very weird behavior. I don't like it. Okay, then I have some messages on or things on social media to look at. Looks like Victoria posted. I don't know if I have any notes about Victoria. I don't even really remember who Victoria is supposed to be. Yeah. But let's look at Victoria. She said, "My long-standing advice, never meet your heroes. That kind of letdown can hurt you if you're not careful." Who who's Victoria? Why don't I remember who Victoria is? It says V Chase Photography, so she might know Max like through photography somehow. I don't know if this is like somehow connected to the first game and I'm just totally blanking. So if anybody watching knows who Victoria is or remembers who Victoria is from like maybe the first game question mark, you can let me know. I don't know. Drew said, "People meet their hero all the time, and it's fine." Blah. She said, "You're so right. Why didn't I think of that?" And Drew said, "No need to be rude about it." And then Drew said, "She blocked me." What? That seems dramatic. Okay. Um, all right. Cool. I got through all that pretty quickly. So now I'm going to lay out the evidence. All of the fun things that I collected in this fine December 6th day. But okay, this is how I play the game. Max, chill. She will repeat things that I'm supposed to do so many times. And sometimes I need it. Like when I didn't get Moses any hot chocolate, I really should have listened to her. I tell her to be quiet a lot though, because I know what the objectives are. I know that I need to lay out the evidence, but I want to go around and look at other stuff if I can. So I'm gonna do that. I know, I know, I know. I'm gonna just explore for a second. See? Look! This is why I do this. There's a Polaroid right here.
Oh my god, Max. How many of these movies are there?
It's a horror franchise, Safi. They don't get good until at least the third one.
The real horror is that they found a way to make 3 of these.
5, actually.
So, is this the one where they finally explain how he's still walking around with no head? Or
Before she died, Moses was more Safi's friend. Here, we're all thick as thieves. Wish we'd had a chance to get to this point in our world.
That's really sad. And that's kind of what I was picking up on, was that Moses was like Safi's friend, really. He wasn't like my friend. But in the dead timeline, like, we need each other. She was both of our best friends. And then, like, we were friends by, like, extension. So, I feel like if anybody's going to understand what it feels like to lose your best friend all of a sudden, it would be the other person's best friend, like their other best friend. So I really want to get close to Moses. I feel like that's a good call, just for like our own mental health in this game, but also like maybe it could be helpful or beneficial in some way, like gameplay wise. But really, it just seems like the right thing to do. And I kind of wonder, again, who's putting these photographs there? Because Max is the one taking them. So my thought process is that it's Max from other timelines coming into this timeline and leaving these photographs for this Max to like wake up and like figure this stuff out. There's a lot of stuff to figure out. So I will be going through the evidence to start figuring some stuff out soon, hopefully. I need to look. Oh, look. Oh, what's this? See? There's more to look at. Oh, seek insight? That's a new command. I haven't been able to seek insight on something.
I know you're not a magic 8-ball, but Can you pretend? Is all this gonna turn out okay? Outlook not so good? Shit, Neb. I could have told you that.
Oh, girl. Let's stay positive. Let's turn that frown upside down. Everything will be okay. Just ignore the fact that you transported a ginormous robotic telescope that is bigger than this house almost to a different timeline. Just don't think about that. What's happening?
Hello?
Who's scratching? Ew, I don't like that. Oh, is this the cat?
This is your new power, Max Caulfield.
It's the cat?
Saving lost cats in other dimensions.
Yay!
Time to greet our furry friend.
Yay! Oh, it's the cat.
I hope the cat's okay.
I do too. Let me go get the kitty. Wait, it said something. It said take care of the cat in the living world. Oh, I just heard that from the living world. So, okay, I need a, this is like
check
a
on the cat.
transfer point. I'm gonna do that. This takes priority over everything else now. I gotta go check on the cat.
Oh, wow. I guess I haven't been home in this world for a couple days. It's like a time capsule of the day Safi died. Weird.
Wow. Oh, okay. I got social media stuff. I hear the cat meowing. I can't play this game and hear a cat
I should check
meowing. Yeah, I gotta go check on the cat. This sounds so sad.
Who's out there?
It sounds so sweet.
Oh, look at
Buddy.
you. That's
Ooh, it's a Siamese cat.
I should have guessed
Oh.
Siamese. You being so chatty and all.
Oh. I'm gonna be real with you all. I just lost my Siamese cat this weekend, and right before that, when I was playing this game, I had the choice to buy some exclusive cat content. I am a cat person. I love cats. And so it was like $20 and I got this game on sale. So I bought the exclusive cat content so I would get that gameplay. And then like a few days later, my own Siamese cat passed away. So it's been rough the past few days. So the fact that I did that and now I get this end game, I got to choose that it was a Siamese cat and now I get a little Siamese cat buddy in this game is like really getting me. So sorry if I get emotional, but oh my God.
Where did you come from?
Oh,
Refugee?
buddy.
Fugitive?
A fugitive?
Caller, huh?
Do I get to name him?
What do I call you?
Oh, I wish I got to pick the name. I think he is a miso.
How
Miso.
about miso soup?
Yes, miso soup.
Just miso for short.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Welcome in, Twisted.
Right. Affection. What was I thinking?
Oh, buddy. It'll be
Well,
okay. We'll get
If you're
close.
staying,
It'll take time,
I
but
should
we'll get
probably
there.
consider a couple of cat quality of life changes.
Yeah. Where did he go? Miso, where are you? Where are you? There's so many things. Oh, I have social media and stuff to look at. I don't even care anymore. I have a cat named Miso Soup. A Siamese cat just showed up at my door and wanted to come in my house, and now he's mine. Social media who? but I guess I will look at it. It's not even important anymore. Um, Amanda comedy. I don't even care about Amanda anymore. I guess in the living world, um, she's fine. I guess in the dead world, she was a bee. I did not like her. She was so rude to me. I lost my best friend. She got unalived. And then Amanda said, I'm not going out with you. This is over. And before we even had our first date, and I said, why? And she said, it's just not like a good time to do it, emotionally speaking. Probably not a good idea to start dating right when you lost your best friend. And I'm like, probably not a good idea to tell me you're not going to go on a date with me when I just lost my best friend, too. What? How does that make any sense? So she's not like I don't know what her social game is. It's like non-existent, but she's a comedian. So maybe that's telling about comedians. Ooh, that was an unnecessary burn. I'm sorry. Okay, Amanda. What did you say? In the living world, she said, Happy Sister Appreciation Post Birthday Edition. When Ashley was little, she couldn't say Melissa's name, so she said Messa, and it stuck a little too well. Messa was an assignment and not a nickname because she's the messiest person I know. Messa likes to say, We need messy people, or else tidy people wouldn't be so special. Aquarius much? Happy birthday, you beautiful Messa. You're the besta. Aww. That was a sweet post that involved a teeny bit of digging at her sister, but that was pretty sweet. Um, Melissa said, I love you too, you little neat freak. Ashley said, Hey, don't forget about me, Messa. Who's Ashley? And Melissa said, Of course, can't forget about my little apple, Ashley. Love you too. Who is Ashley? I don't know who these people are. Okay, and then Amanda, that was her comedy page, whatever. And then her like personal page says, My favorite beer on tap, Lambic Pentameter. Came for the pun, stayed for that sour sweet flavor. Like the iambic pentameter. Uh, like a Crete or English language arts stuff, you know? Corey said, You have expensive taste. It's a good blend, but it's imported directly from Belgium, so might hurt your wallet. Ashley, whoever that is, said, Promoting the most expensive beer on the menu. I see you. And Moses said, To beer or not to beer? That is the question. Um, okay, good stuff, good stuff. I don't know why I'm looking at this instead of my cute new cat miso soup, but here we are. I guess this is important enough. I'm gonna keep going. Carla said, May my name be etched forever in the annals of Caledon Ior. I can't read that. I don't know why. Your girl has successfully pranked the unprankable Moses Murphy. Oh no, she didn't. Derek said, in point of fact, I have it on good authority that you did not act alone. The single popcorner theory is a rank conspiracy. Moses said, Don't worry, Carla. My retribution will be as swift as it is hilarious. Wink. Tony said, Wait, somebody got Moses? I've been trying since high school. I'm both impressed and unbelievably jealous. I want to know what she did. What did she do to prank Moses? I really want to know. Okay. Sweet, cool. Let's get back to looking around here and making sure that this house is pet friendly. We got to make sure that it's all good to go for our new miso soup, our little buddy. What is this? Gallery card?
I bet it's been a minute since I exhibited in a gallery, but Dr. Preston was excited about working together on something next year.
Okay. All right. I think. Wait.
It's been a minute since I exhibited in a gallery, but Dr. Preston was excited about working together on something next year.
I wonder, like, how she knows Dr. Preston. Like, is that somebody at the school? It's so hard to keep track of everybody in this game, and I don't think that I have any notes about Doc. Feed the cat? Yes.
This should do the trick.
I have. Is that tuna? That might be tuna. I was like, I have cat food?
Kitty.
It's probably tuna.
Chow time.
Oh, look at Miso! Oh, he's a cute cartoon cat. I love him. Oh
We
my
can be
gosh. Eat the tuna. What?
Okay. You go ahead and eat.
Oh,
whenever you're
brother.
ready.
There's no way he's not hungry. Okay. He probably needs water though. Can I get him water? I wish I could. What's my to-do list say? What day is today? Is there any way to check what day it is? No idea. Okay, cool. Grocery shopping with Safi on Wednesday. Don't know what day of the week it is in the game. Alrighty then. Oh! Bathroom.
No cat can resist fucking up a perfectly good roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, let's get this cat some toys. What? No, I wanted to give it to him. I thought that I was gonna get to give him the toilet paper roll to play with. I feel like a doof. She's gonna close the door. No, he just,
All cat-proofed.
that's all we needed to cat-proof this house? Was just close the bathroom door? I'm more concerned about the cat jumping in the toilet. She didn't even, was the toilet even was it closed? I didn't even see the toilet. But that's what I think about, is like, keep the toilet lid closed because the cat might jump in it. I don't think about the toilet paper roll and go, oh, my cat's gonna play with that. And if I did think my cat was gonna play with it and it was my brand new kitty cat and I didn't have any toys for it yet, I would absolutely give it to the cat so that it could play with it. So, I'm sorry. Max and I are not the same in that way.
Moses is waiting for me in the other, world. My darkroom here is empty.
What? Why would my darkroom here be empty? I should have, like, photos and stuff still. I'm still a photographer. Ooh, can I get dressed?
I need a bit of space to examine the clues.
Girl,
I've
I
gathered.
know. What's this? Empty space?
With Safi alive in this timeline, I don't even know what to put here. If anything.
Well, can I try? Hello? Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. I just, I pressed the R button, and when you do that, it, like, pulses timelines, meaning it's temporarily showing you what's in the other timeline. So, the photo that just appeared is in the dead timeline. And I think maybe that blue looking, or no,
I
yeah.
bet the coffee table has enough
What?
room for
Wait,
evidence.
what? Wait, what? Do you guys see that? What is happening to the Chloe picture? Do you see that? The Chloe one is the blue Polaroid. It's like flashing blue. Bro. What does that mean? Go away. I'm waiting for it to go away. Pulse, go back to the normal. I knew it! 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 Chloe is
I need a
alive!
bit of space to examine the clues I've gathered.
This is... Chloe's alive. Because in this wall in the dead timeline, those two pictures only exist of my friends who are dead in the dead timeline. Meaning, in the living timeline, those two pictures don't exist on my wall because those two friends are alive. Both Chloe and Safi and Chloe are both alive in the living timeline. Chloe is alive. Chloe is alive. Chloe is alive. My best
I bet the
friend,
coffee table
my
has
all-time
enough
best
reasonable
friend,
evidence.
and like high school, I don't know, not high school sweetheart, but you know, we had a thing for a little bit. Oh my god. Chloe's alive. I knew it. That is proof. That is proof. I'm gonna change clothes, of course. I've been wearing this outfit. I guess I only wore it for a day. Can I wear this cat outfit? Did I already wear it? That's pretty cute. And my hair color changes? What? No! I didn't know I was gonna do that. Yes! Get me out of here. Ugh. I just wanted to look at it. Okay, I like the purple. I like the cat stuff. I got a cat. Um, what is this? Is this, wait, that's what it looks like. Okay. This is what it'll look like on the outs when I'm outside. That's cool. Okay. Wait, her hair color changes. How does that even happen? When I'm inside, my hair is purple. Can you see that? And when I'm outside, my hair is brown. What is this? That's awesome? Question mark? Okay, cool. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. What are these doors? I wish I could go in them. What is this? I want to open my computer. I want to do things. Anyway, did you guys hear me say that Chloe's alive? Because Chloe's alive. I have a cat and Chloe is alive in this timeline. So why would I don't need to keep going back to the dead timeline. I feel like every time I go back to the dead timeline, I'm destroying the universe again. Just like I did with the first Life is Strange game. I like almost destroyed an entire town of people.
I need a bit of space to examine the clues I've gathered.
I understand that, Max. There's a lot to process right now. Okay.
I loved telling Safi how the lens can totally change your perception of a subject. I loved that she didn't need me to explain why that was powerful.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
We took in a little liquid courage before the bowling alley shoot. Safi's insistence, well, mostly Safi's.
Huh?
Do cats like cushions?
Yes. Oh, I get to make a cat bed. They do like cushions. They
There.
like laying
A bed
anywhere,
fit for
but a
king.
cushion would be very, very nice to give a kitty. Oh, it's slow blinked. Oh, I can take a picture of it.
Hey, Miso. Mind if I get a photo?
Oh, I
Can
hope
you
I.
do a big
Oh,
stretch for
oops,
me?
I didn't mean to do that.
Worth a try.
I'm trying to, yeah. Buddy, you're so cute. You're so freaking cute. Okay. What a cutie. I hate the trash can behind him, but whatever. Oh, whoa. I need to get him blinking. I just clicked double exposure. That's kind of cool. I want to try again, though. One more try. Blink, blinky. Nope, too soon. Nope. Blinky. Aw, man. Okay. I promise I won't stay here forever. Is it even double exposure anymore? It's not. Okay. That's why it was. Oh, that is why. I did not understand double exposure at all. I feel so silly. Oh my God. Every time I've taken a double exposure photo, I'm like, it doesn't look that different. You have to move it. I'm not a photographer. I don't know what double exposure really means. I'm sorry, I'm a fraud. This is so cool. Bro. Wow. Wow. Okay, I feel like I'm having a stroke when I look at this. I think it's perfect. Welcome in if you are here, you're watching, and you're new here. I have a very hard time on my end seeing what's going on the clock app, at least as far as viewers go. I do see I have a couple people in the purple app, so thank you so much for being here. Just a quick break to say hi. I'm Meg. I'm playing Life is Strange, Double Exposure, and I don't have a set schedule, but if you want to watch my all of my streams, I have them on like all full streams on the Red app, and I have a link in my bio for that. But I hope that you stay. I hope that you enjoy. I'm figuring a lot of stuff out, and I just got a cat. So I think it's worth staying for a little bit. And I figured out how to take double exposure pictures just now. I feel like such a goober because I didn't know how to do that. I was taking them all wrong. I feel so silly. Look at these other pictures that I took. Can I show you? I'll go through this one first. I just posted it and somehow have 102 likes already and 5 comments already. I literally just posted it. Great. Love that for me. Um, my caption is an unexpected guest has come to stay with me. Safi says, I'm in the living timeline. Safi says, LOL, is this the cat distribution system I'm always hearing about? Yes, it is. Moses says, cat distribution system? How do I sign up? Ah. Safi says, I believe the universe signs you up according to its whims. Sorry. Sadie said, pss, 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 pss. Vanessa said, what a sweet creature. Aww. Okay, I want to see if I can show you the other um, pictures I did. These are not pictures I did. These are pictures I found. Well, technically, they are pictures that Max did. She took these pictures, but I think that it's other Maxes from other timelines, planting them in the timelines I'm in for this Max to find them. If it doesn't make any sense, this game doesn't make any sense. But that's what I think is happening. And in crosstalk, can I, yeah. Okay. These are the other double exposure pictures. That one actually turned out kind of cool, but I think I like accidentally moved it. I don't think that I like meant to do that. It looks kind of cool. This one was supposed to be double exposure. This is what double exposure looks like. I tried to do double exposure on this one, I think. I'll have to go back. I don't know. I thought I did double exposure on this one too. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't have it yet. These are old things. This one, this one, this one. That's the best one. Okay. Anyway, proud of my work. Miso! Hi!
Poor little guy.
Oh, he's okay. Okay. Um, I remember in the other Life is Strange game that there was like you could overwater plants. I don't, it doesn't like seem like this plant needs water. And also, is that thing down there like a plant waterer? Do you see what I'm looking at? That blue thing down there? Some like a self-watering plant? I don't think that I'm supposed to water. Maybe I
I bet
can
the
water
coffee
it
table has
once.
enough room for my evidence.
But the soil looks like fine. I wish I could like touch it and see if it's dry or not. I don't want to kill it. I'm gonna water it. Hi, welcome in, Raiden. Good to see you again. I'm playing Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Um, it is a one-player story game. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's like choice-based, choice-driven.
I should crack those open eventually. Safi's alive here, and she might ask me what I thought.
And I'm glad that you're in here. I totally like just blinked on what she
I
said.
should crack those open eventually.
Okay, Safi's alive
Safi's
here.
alive here,
Yeah,
and she might ask me what I thought.
she might. I don't know if there's anything else that I can do here. I guess I probably just need to go back to the other timeline.
I need a bit of space to examine the clues.
So yeah, I press L when I'm at like those fairy lights, and it takes me to the other timeline. So if I see blue lights, then it takes me to the dead timeline. They use the color blue. And then like you can even see that like the room around me has like a bluish filter on it. And that's like a clue that it's the dead timeline as well. And then I'll just show you really quick that when I do the opposite and I go to the living timeline, it is orangey and bright. Okay. So more social media posts. Got it. Got it. Got it. I also don't have a cat
I bet
here.
the coffee table has enough room for my evidence.
I don't love not having a cat in this timeline. I would much. Oh my God, there better not be like dead cat content. I don't want to say that. But if my best friends are not alive anymore in this world, I don't want to find any unalive cats in this world either. I will probably stop playing the game for a little bit at least if that happens. So they better not have done that. That would absolutely not be okay right now. What can I do up here? Can I change my outfit again? Okay, yeah, you can see.
If there's a silver lining, it's that I've got another chance to take a proper candid view.
In the living world, I do. And then there's Chloe. Do I get different clothes? It's probably the same clothes. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the likes, everybody. I really appreciate that a lot. I'm glad you're having a good time, or at least you're having fun tapping away. I'm having a fun time. Not so much in the dead world, but, you know, not so fun here. I guess okay, my objective right now is to lay out the evidence. I've kind of been like delaying that. It's time after I look at these social media posts, I guess. Oh my God, there's so many. Ew. I hate it. Okay, Yasmin. I'm gonna go to the notes really quick. Remind everybody, including myself, a little bit about Yasmin. She's the president of Caledon University. She's also Safi's mom. Safi was my best friend, and she got unalived on campus. Somebody did that. We don't know who. And that's what the dead timeline is. I can like time travel. Timeline travel, really. Like go from multiverse to multiverse. So in this timeline, she is gone, and her mom posted, also president of the school, when Safia was 5, she chased a stray cat up a tree. Cat content. The cat, to its credit, alit gracefully. Safia was less successful. I do not know why, of all the things that could come to mind now, that is the one that I can't stop thinking about. Lucas, can't, I don't like him. He's a professor at the school, super narcissistic, blowhard, yada yada. Lucas said, when my father passed on, my mother, who was not a writer, said, grief flings open all the doors we thought we'd shut forever. Why did he have to point out that she's not a writer? It's a good line. He doesn't have to say, my mother, who is not a writer. Just say, my mother said, bro. You don't need to give that, like, weird tidbit and be like, she didn't even write. Look how smart she was. She probably was a writer. She probably wrote really, really well. And he just thought you had to like have your job title be writer or something to be a writer. I bet she wrote all the time. I bet she was way smarter than him and way prettier than him and way nicer than him. He said, that remains the most profound statement I've ever heard on the matter. I hope that helps you in some way. I just started laughing because I'm so mean to Lucas. I don't know why I'm so mean about him. I really don't like him. If that hasn't been clear yet, I don't like him. And Yasmin said, thank you, Lucas. Don't like you, Lucas. Yasmin, your daughter didn't like Lucas either. Are you on her side? Or are you on Lucas's side? Hmm? Moses said, that sounds like Safi. Only she went from chasing stray cats to stray ideas, regardless of where they might lead her. And Desmond said, I still remember the drive to the ER. Thought she was crying from her broken arm. I think Desmond's her dad. Turns out she was worried the cat was hurt. Aww. Yasmin said she had such a beautiful soul. And Desmond said, well, she didn't get that from me. Ha! Classic dad humor. Just joking about stuff um, about your daughter, unalive daughter, on Sad Mom post. Okay. Vin said, is anybody else getting random platypus spam? And Diamond said, is that a poem? And Diamond, I like her. Vin is Yasmin's administrative assistant and president of Abraxas, which is like a weird club at the school where they like terrorize people for fun and think that they're the smartest people ever, I think. I don't really know what Abraxas is. I think that's what it is. And then Diamond is also in Abraxas, but I like her, I think. She's a film student. Moses is TA. Huh. Oh, Moses, I think, is a GA, like a graduate assistant, getting his graduate degree. And I think Diamond, I guess, is like an undergrad student. So TA, I guess, would be the difference. And she's a junior, yeah. Abraxan, like it's like some sort of like race or ethnicity. Abraxan comes to my seminars, coming after Vin Lang's crown. Yes, queen. Take his crown, queen. And where was I? I need to get better at navigating my phone and all of this. Where was that? What was I looking at? What? I was just looking at Vin. Okay, yeah. Back to Vin. Is anybody else getting random platypus spam? Diamond said, is that a poem? Reggie said, LOL, you said puss. Puss. Puss? Vin said, apparently? Apparently? Apparently. Vin. Apparently. The males are venomous. Reggie. Don't I know it? Tim, I think there's a sign-up sheet for that in the North Quad. Vin said, well, I sure didn't sign up for it. Hey, welcome in, Juice. Same game as last night. This game is long. Like, I'm on chapter 2, and I've played the... How many hours have I played this game? I'm gonna check really quick. 10 hours or more. I'm on chapter 2, and I think there's 7 chapters total, which is crazy. So it's a long game, and I'm going to be playing it a lot, mostly. And then Sundays, I will definitely be doing like community games, and maybe more often than that, but this is my main thing right now. Life is Strange Double Exposure is what it's called. Um, okay. Lucas
Gee,
Blech.
sure will be ashamed to miss that talk.
Ha. He said, my keynote at this year's Burlington Book Expo, Surviving the First Draft. What a lame title. Will be especially helpful for first-time novelists. Oh, I'm so sure, Lucas. Connor said, try hard, LMAO. Go Connor, Shiloh says the guy who looks for cryptids on campus with EMF readers. Connor said, EMF readers are for finding ghosts, idiot. Yeah, you tell Shiloh, Connor. I'm with you on that one. Gwen said, oh, I did that. I did that. I watered Gwen's plants. She said, thank you to whoever watered my plants. Not sure how you got in my office, question mark, but they're alive and it's appreciated. Isobel said, the altruism stopped with you. My plants didn't survive the winter. Rowan said, neither did mine. So it's a good thing that I watered my plant, I think. Cool. I don't think unless, yeah, I think that I needed that. I think. Um, okay. Diamond said, look, we all grieve in different ways, but trust, if someone I cared about died, I'd do a lot more than pass out some stale black roses. Who did that? Loretta said, I saw those. Has there really been no movement at all on this case? And here I thought Abraxas had access, others don't. Rowan said, easy to talk shit when you're not the leader. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and all that. Diamond said, so you're saying he's not fit to wear it? If it's too heavy for him and all that, who was giving black roses? Was that? Who was doing that? I don't remember that. Was that Lucas? It was probably Lucas or somebody at Abraxas, I guess. That's weird. Moving on, I will finally review the clues of the
Okay,
day.
Max, let's see what we've got.
Thanks for your patience. I know that took me forever. But I got excited by the cat. And there was a lot of other stuff to look at too. Okay. So we have Safi's car, Gwen's email, Lucas's book. Is that it? She said we got so much stuff today. Only 3 things? I feel like I missed a lot. I feel like I was supposed to get a lot more things. Oh man. No. That's not anything. Okay, Gwen's email. Let's look at
I still
it.
don't understand why Gwen would do this to Safi. Especially since she helped her get the book deal in the first place.
Yeah, so I can't remember. I think that I can't remember what timeline this was in. I think it was in the living timeline. No. Yes. I don't know. I want to check. I think in my notes I wrote something. It's so hard to remember everything. Um, the book deal is in one timeline and the disciplinary hearing is in another timeline, and it doesn't say which one, which is weird. Um, but I think the disciplinary hearing was the living timeline. I think the book deal was the dead timeline. And like the notes say, Gwen was involved somehow in canceling Safi's book deal. It was Gwen who directly set things in motion to cancel Safi's book deal. She emailed her publisher to make it happen. When I asked Gwen at the Overlook what happened with Safi's book deal, she was shocked. But she didn't elaborate. Weird. It was very weird, and she got mad at me earlier in this game when I didn't elaborate on something for her. I like was elusive in my response and she got mad at me and then she did the same thing to me. And so I'm like I feel like I'm working with multiple Gwens. Like something weird is going on for sure. So looking at this
I
email,
still don't understand why Gwen would
that's
do this to Safi.
that's what this is.
Especially since she helped her get the book deal in the first place.
Um and so she was following up with the publisher after asking them to drop Safi. I think she initially set Safi up with the publisher, and then she was like, actually, stop it. And they were like, okay. And they dropped her. So, very strange. And then I asked her about it, and she got
This was
weird.
meant to be a loud message. But from who? And
This
what does
is in
it
the
mean?
living timeline. Somebody threw this cow skull into Safi's windshield. They stole it from a gay bar on the wall in a gay bar and threw it into Safi's windshield, which is very threatening. Like, very, very threatening. It's not just like it's just a prank or somebody like messing with your car, like egging it, which is also terrible. Don't do that because it does like leave permanent damage on people's cars, but not like this. It's not like a
This was
broken
meant to be a
windshield
loud
permanent
message.
damage.
But from who? And what does it mean? Lucas, I really don't think he's the one who smashed Safi's windshield. But there's clearly more bad blood here than I knew about.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Is that all I have? Yeah.
I probably shouldn't leave all this out in the open. Maybe if I step away for a bit, these will all make sense later.
If anybody else like has ideas about what's going on, I'm open to
Hope
hearing
Moses is
them.
doing
But
alright.
at this,
I
uh,
should go.
shh, Max, shh, I'm talking. At this point, I feel like I understand things in real life that Max in the game hasn't like put together yet. I still don't understand everything, I don't think. But I know that there's multiples of people in timelines, like multiple copies of the same person in one timeline that somehow came from other timelines. And I know it has to do with Max using her powers. Just like in the first game, she messed everything up by using her powers. I don't feel super positive about the ending of this game. I know Chloe is alive because I saw her photograph in the dead world and not in the living world. There's still a lot I don't know.
See if he's gotten Safi's camera hooked up yet.
Okay, let's go find Moses in the dark room. Anything else? A puzzle box. Ooh, can I do something with it?
I too like to strip naked with my friends and dance
Ooh.
under the all-seeing eye to demonstrate my commitment to society.
Ooh, a freaky Max. Very freaky.
Hey, can I move those pegs?
That's what she said? Yes, it's a constellation. I don't know if I should have this rotated.
Moses said he was getting set up in the dark room.
Max, I know. Let me move these dots, these pegs, for a sec. I'm playing with the pegs. I know it's a constellation. I don't know where it's supposed to go. I think that's right. If you know where it's supposed to go, you can tell me in the chat. I like help. It does not make me upset to get help from people. I don't like spoilers, but I like help. I think here, and I can only put it.
I really want to see what Safi captured on her camera.
That feels right for some reason. Wait, what? Ah. This is moving weird. Okay. Is anybody gonna help me with this? If not, then maybe I should just move on. Like, you could take a picture of it and look it up for me. Tell me, what is this constellation? Where are the pegs supposed to go? Where do the stars go? I feel like I just need a oh, no, it forces me to look at it like that. Okay.
Moses said he was getting set up in the dark room.
Girl, I know. I'm looking
Is
at this
that a
puzzle
compartment?
box.
Does something come out of here?
Probably. Can I mess with you? Can I mess with it?
That's definitely a compartment, but I can't get it open.
Okay, I need to move the constellation peg thingies. What's this? Another puzzle? Ooh, I can change these too? I'm pressing up and down on the D-pad. Nothing happened. No! Constellation face. It's a constellation face. So...
I really want to see what Safi captured on her camera.
Oh, okay, Max. I know. I do too. I want to figure out this puzzle though. Oh, this is probably the most boring thing in the world for everybody to watch, and I don't care. It is a constellation face. It said it was a constellation face. I'm not seeing a face. And I don't know how to see a face. Okay.
Moses said he was getting set
Yes, I
up in the
know.
dark
I
room.
was gonna look at...
The first puzzle box tested my eye for detail. This one must test another Abraxas value. This side's telling me nothing. That's definitely a compartment, but I can't get it open. Yet.
This is it. Okay, so it says the left on the D-pad, rotate left. Right, rotate right. So why is it not working? I'm pressing those buttons. Something's happening. Am I missing something?
I really want to see what Safi captured.
Welcome back, Juice. If you want to help me solve a puzzle, that's what I'm currently working on. And I do need help. Okay, I guess I looked at all the sides and I don't know what to do with any of them. Wonderful. I love it. I feel like a failure. But I will walk away. Alright. I will go to the dark room now and see what Safi got on her camera right before she got unalived on campus. Thank you everybody for staying here, for being here. Welcome in if you're new or if you're old. My name is Meg. I'm playing Life is Strange Double Exposure. And I'm about to see what happened, hopefully, right before Safi, my best friend in the game, was unalived. Right, like, by me on campus. Not literally right next to me, but very close to where I was. I didn't see it happen, so I don't know who did it to her, but
Moses?
that's
You
what
okay?
hopefully we will be finding out.
Is it weird that I'm low-key nervous about seeing Safi's, final pictures?
Far from it. Safi was special to us. To everyone. But I meant, are you okay?
No. I will be. I think.
Moses is kind of tricky. Like, he needs somebody to be empathetic with him. At least he has, and that makes sense. And like, who best to be empathetic than the person who's going through the exact same thing as him? Like, obviously we're different people, but we both just lost our best friend. Same person. And I don't know that saying, is there anything I can do, is the most empathetic response. It's like, kind of like she's trying to solve a problem. And like, there's not really a way to like solve this. Like, our best friend is gone. I don't know how he would take something like that, or if that would be like the most helpful type of question right now. Maybe. But maybe he wants to talk about it. I don't want to pry, but maybe he wants to talk about it. Maybe it would be good. Juice, you said you don't even solve your own problems. Well, puzzles are easier. They don't have any, like, consequences like real problems. It was like a constellation puzzle. So you could even, like, look at a picture of the constellation puzzle online. Like, take a picture of it, reverse Google image search it, and then let me know what you find out. That's what I would do if I wasn't streaming. I'm gonna say want to talk about it.
I'm here if you need to vent.
I lose one of my closest friends. And when I should be processing my grief, I'm being interrogated by this. Appreciate you standing up to him.
My pleasure. You didn't need to deal with any of that. Not then, not ever.
True. Aww.
How about we see if Safi's selfie skills are better than mine?
Somehow I doubt it.
Moses was just looking at Max like with I love you
Hard to
eyes.
believe that would be the last time we were all together.
That's the truth. What a crew we were. Hey, look. She took one more photo.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky girl.
What is it? Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my god, what is it? What is it? What is it? Bro, what is it?
What is this?
What is it? What? Oh my god.
Max, you...
What? What? I have chills, full body chills. What? And what? That is so scary. It's another me. I told you there's another Max in this timeline. There's Maxes everywhere. They're crawling all over the planet and they're shooting Safi. Oh no! There's an evil Max. There's a picture of evil Max doing that. That was the last picture on her. Oh my god. I should have saved the USB from Gwen. Oh no! I just made this game so much harder for myself. No! No! Oh my god. I'm so frustrated. And I don't like this anymore. There's evil Maxes crawling around. There's evil everybody's. Everybody has an evil twin or multiple of them crawling around in other timelines. Ew! Ew! What are they doing? They're killing people and stuff. I can't even say that word, I don't think. I don't care. That's what they're doing. Ugh. Back to the game, I guess. Jeez. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
That isn't me in the picture. I swear.
Yes it is, Max.
It's Photoshop.
I sound
deepfake,
crazy.
maybe. I don't know.
I sound crazy. Max, use your brain. Use your brain for once. You have so many clues. How did you not figure this out already? How does she not know that she's opened up a world where people can go from timeline to timeline? Because she's going from timeline to timeline. She is a Max going into timelines with other Maxes, so surely there's Maxes going to timelines with other Maxes besides her. And that's happening with every single character in this game. There's multiples of every... Why does she not get it? Oh my
So
god.
this is why you went and got the camera?
No, Moses. Please.
I can't explain. I can't explain. Because I let Gwen destroy the evidence that I needed. Gwen had photo or video footage evidence of her trafficking controlled substances. And Gwen claimed that it was not her in that footage. But it looked exactly like her. She put it in a trash can and burned it. It was on a USB stick and burned it. And in that moment, I had a big choice to make. Let it burn or save it. And for some stupid reason, I sided with Gwen, and Gwen is not helpful. And now I don't have evidence of this happening with somebody else anymore. I don't have any proof of it. And I needed that. And I'm so frustrated. I can't explain it. So I can't say I can explain. I can't explain. Yet. Maybe I could explain later. Oh my god. I don't want to mess up this conversation at all. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong thing. Maybe I get to say all of the things. Maybe I can say all of them. I'm really tempted to say I can explain, even though I can't. I can't, like, explain it with proof. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm gonna say I can explain.
Let me explain. Or try to.
Well,
Ah! What am I gonna tell him? I have powers? That sounds crazy. I have powers? Or there's another timeline? Both of those are crazy. They sound crazy. I sound like a liar, no matter what I say. I don't know what to tell him. How do I prove to him that I have power? I guess I could go to a different timeline. I could prove that, I think. If I like went to an access point, I think I could prove that. Or my powers are gonna go away as soon as I say I have powers and then I look like a liar. I could see that happening. I'm gonna say there's another timeline.
There's another timeline where Safi's alive.
Welcome in,
I've
welcome
been there,
in,
and I've seen
user
it.
46.
Wait!
Moses!
I can prove it to you.
Yes! See? I can prove it to you. I can go to... Maybe, unless my powers go away. Bro, don't!
Stay the fuck away from me.
Bro, no! Did I do something wrong? Could this have gone differently? No! Stop it! Moses, come back! That is so wild. I'm gonna get that Max. That is not me. I'm gonna get her. Who is that? In what world would a Max Caulfield do that? Something is messed up. There is something that is not okay with this. Oh my gosh, I finished it. I finished the chapter. I'm so upset. Oh no. Oh my god, there's so many things. There's so many things. There's so many things. I feel like I messed up that conversation with Moses. I don't know. I don't know if it could have gone differently. I don't know if it has anything to do with any other choices I've made with Moses. Like how I didn't get him hot chocolate. Maybe if I had gotten him hot chocolate, then that conversation would have gone differently. I don't know. That was really kind of scary to see that picture of fake Max, other timeline Max, holding that weapon. That was moments before my best friend was unalived. Supposedly, I guess, by her. Fake Max. My powers didn't come back until like a day, several days after that happened. So that means that there's Maxes that have been crawling around in other timelines for a long time now. And I was like later to the game. This Max was later to the game. I don't even know. Um, I can't process it. Now my only friend, Moses, doesn't trust me. He left my house. He's gone. I don't know how to convince him that it wasn't me. He won't let me prove to him that there's another timeline. I don't know what to think at all. Um, that was a really good second chapter. I think that was the second chapter. And I'm just like flabbergasted. So we're gonna go through these choices that I made. We'll review these together and then I'll be logging off. So in this chapter, the decision where I could delete the restraining order photo or send it to Safi. I said send to Safi. I said send that. Send it. Easy, easy choice. I cannot believe that 64% of players deleted the photo. What? Does anybody care about their best friend that plays this game? What? Why? Did I do the wrong thing? I don't care about Lucas. Lucas wanted to file a restraining order against my best friend who I do care about. So I'm gonna choose the person that I care about. Did I miss something? What? Lucas is furious with you and will never forget this. Oh God. Is that going to be worse than I really thought it would be? Yeah, I don't like that. That sounds really threatening. Okay. Gwen. No! Oh no! I knew it! I knew it! I knew I made the wrong choice. I instantly knew I made the wrong choice. I know right after I did that and I talked to Gwen about Safi, I knew I made the wrong choice. I'm so annoyed with myself. Oh my God. And does that mean I made the wrong choice here too? I mean, there might not be like right or wrong choices anyway, but it feels like there are right or wrong choices because I'm choosing the ones that are a minority. Like more people chose the other one. Why did I choose the minority choice? What is wrong with me? Did I do something wrong? Oh man, I feel like a dunce. Alderman, the detective. That one was more split. It was closer to 50-50. I refused to help Alderman. Um, because I realized that if I refused to help Alderman, it looked like I was like strengthening my relationship with Moses. At this point, I remembered how the game works. I remembered that when it highlights between your choices, like on this photograph on the screen, it was highlighting the detective's hand that you see on the left-hand side for one, agree, or highlighting Moses in the corner for refuse. So I picked refuse because I was like, I like Moses. I don't like this detective guy. I forgot that's how this game works. Yeah. Until that. Alderman is irritated with your lack of cooperation. He will remember this. So that's great. Great. Gwen is grateful for your support. It doesn't say she'll always remember this. This is useless. Gwen is grateful for your support. Ah. But Lucas is furious with you and will never forget this. That sounds like permanent. And he will remember this. Ah, I messed up. Okay. Assassin Kids. Max helped timid guy get the bathroom key. Max did not help timid guy get the bathroom key. I didn't know I could help timid guy get the bathroom key. That scene was confusing, okay? There was a lot to do and it all happened quickly. Don't come at me. Where's Vin's phone? I, as Max, was confident Diamond didn't take Vin's phone. Rightfully so, because she didn't. I think it was other Vin. One of the million other Vins that are crawling around in timelines that they don't belong to. North Quad moment of reflection. Max did not reflect in the North Quad. Aw, man. I didn't know I could reflect in the North Quad. Dang it. Platypus facts. No! Max did not sign up to get platypus facts. I didn't know I could sign up to get platypus facts. I would have done it if I knew it was an option. If anybody knew that was an option, that would be an easy yes, I'm gonna sign up to get platypus facts from any awesome, normal, smart, whatever person. You'd have to be a sociopath to not sign up. Or to, yeah, yeah. That's why such a small percentage signed up, is just because nobody knew. This game needs to be more obvious. Lucas. Lucas after the memorial. Ah! Max apologized for her comments to Lucas at Safi's memorial. Okay, that was like a pretty split decision, except for the smallest percentage being Max admitted to Lucas that she felt angry about Safi's death. I am not telling Lucas how I feel. Ew, he could manipulate me with my, like, having information about how I feel. Ugh. Vandalizing the Lucas standee. Max drew devil horns on the Lucas standee. I showed it. I remember iTone 12 helped me make that choice. Thank you very much, iTone 12, by the way. That was very, very, very helpful. And um, phone project installation. Max talked to the future and heard from the past at the phone art project. Yay! I did something. Okay. Yeah, 3% of people only talk to the future. I talked to the future and heard from the past. I'm glad I was not in the majority for that one. Because these are like the little things that this is why I spend so much time like wandering around and clicking on things. And I feel like I spend a lot of time doing that. And yet, obviously, I'm still missing things, which is driving me crazy because I felt like I was clicking on everything. But I guess I wasn't clicking on everything. I'm glad I clicked on that. I'm glad I got the phone project installation thing done. Day drink with Vin. Yes, I drink with Vin in admin. That sounded more fun. Helping Abraxas students' mental health. Max did not leave therapist's card for a... No! What? I thought I did. That was so confusing. I thought I did. I need to go back and watch that because I really thought I did that. But apparently almost nobody did. Dang, that was really confusing. Hopefully it was like that because it was confusing for everybody and not because like 96% of people hope that the Apraxis kids don't have a therapist. I think it would be great if they all did. Vin's passcode. Shoot! I called in my favor to unlock Vin's phone. That was the minority choice. I'm so frustrated. Why am I playing this game so bad? Apparently, I could have cracked the code on my own. How? By Googling it in real life? I didn't know that was an option. Oh my God. Now I don't have any more favors with Vin to call in, and I'm probably gonna need a favor later. God dang it. Okay, Loretta's grade. I left Loretta's grade I could have changed her grade from a B to a B minus. I looked at those assignments so much. I remember going back and forth. I looked at the assignments. I was like, what the heck? I spent a lot of time on that. I didn't realize I could even change Loretta's grade from a B to a B minus. That would have been kind of messed up. It would have been kind of funny. I don't care that much. I don't want to like go out of my way to like be a troll necessarily. It would have been kind of funny though. Dang it. Gwen's plant, Max watered Gwen's plant in the majority with that one. Dang it! Smoke with Gwen, Max declined the joint. Yes, I declined the joint. It was weird for my teacher at university, or a teacher at... She's not my teacher, but she's a... We're not at the same level. I'm like a graduate assistant. I'm technically a student and a teacher in this game. She's like a professor. I'm like 22, 23 in this game. She's like 40 something. Probably, I'm guessing. I thought it was weird for her to offer me a joint on college campus when she's like older than me and in a like more superior professional role than me. I don't know. I forgot though that I think we're like in Washington state or something, and that joints are legal there. So I was thinking it was illegal when she did it too. Oopsie. Overlook moment of reflection. Max reflected at the overlook. At least I did that. Tell Loretta what Reggie saw at the overlook. I forgot. It said Max told Loretta that Reggie saw himself at the crime scene. Crime scene. I forgot. I forgot that Loretta didn't know that already. That's why I said it. I was like, I'm just reminding her of what Reggie said. I forgot. Oh my gosh, I want to restart this game. I am so frustrated with myself. Watering the Hellerton houseplant. Max watered Samson the Hellerton houseplant. Oof, that was pretty split, but I feel like that might have been okay, question mark, because of Gwen's post about the sorry, I just saw the name Hellerton. It reminded me of other stuff. Okay, anyway. This was way too much for like one night. Um, so I'm gonna finish now with the game. I'm done playing right now. Um, I don't know how to feel anymore. Like my emotions are all over the place, honestly. I don't feel very happy about anything that I did in that chapter. I feel like I did everything wrong. The only thing I did right was I got the exclusive cat content I'm seeing now before I finish. There's this shirt. I'm happy. I'm happy I have this cat named Miso Soup. That's the good news. Everything else can just fade away. I'm going to sleep on this. Hopefully come back fresh so that I can make some better choices. Thank you all so much for being here. I am Meg. This is Life is Strange Double Exposure. I will play this as much as I possibly can. I don't have a set schedule right now. I post all of my streams on the Red app, and I'm also on the Purple app. So if you like it better over there, I'm over there too. I'm very new to streaming, so thank you for giving me things. It's taking me a while to figure out how to see things that you're giving me, like likes and other things like that. But thank you if you've given me stuff on here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all later. Bye. Thank you.